Is this thing on? What is going on, Diabetes Daily Hustle? I am your host, the guy who can't set up a camera right, or a phone. Ali ABDUL-Kareem, thank you so much for tuning in today. We are going to talk about, well, my day 2 session or my therapy appointment for my diabetes and my, eating disorder or binge eating, stress eating. Right here is the papers and the worksheets I got, and to be really upfront with you guys, it's nothing too special, spectacular. It's a lot of fundamental stuff, and I just want to share with you guys. And as you know, vlog channel here, Diabetes Daily Hustle, has been really different. It has not been, here's what I eat, good morning, good night, workout, whatever. It's different, subject-based, quicker. So let's get straight to it. Today was my basically second session. It's been 3 sessions. First one was just an interview. And I'm going to show you guys what I got out of today. And I'm going to try to share as much as I can whenever I go through these to give you guys some value. Look what that says. Overcoming depression. It's a little too strong, but you know, we can't lie, you know, and hide. So if those of you don't know, I have a pretty bad relationship with food, I would say. The story I've made up with myself is I binge eat, you know, once a week, and I got to a point where I did it like 2 months straight. It felt like 2 months, maybe it was shorter, but got to a point where I was like, all right, I need to get to the bottom of this, and if I'm going through pain, I need to use other outlets. So let's get right to it. It's a list right here, and I don't know how much you guys can see. There's number 1, overgeneralization, either or thinking, rejecting the positive, yada yada. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the things that have really clicked for me when I was talking to my therapist. And here's number 1 right here, big one for me. All or nothing thinking. Gotta change the pod soon. I know. All or nothing thinking. That's a big one for me. It's when I'm either perfect with my diabetes, you know, I'm checking a lot my meter, making sure Dexcom is right. I get frustrated when I'm 130. I don't snack. And then once I start snacking, or I see a number that I don't like, or I don't work out, or something went wrong with my schedule, I want to like flourish and sink my teeth into the binge eating and not care and feel like everything doesn't matter. That's one that was really big that hit me home. And I already know this. It was just a matter of like discussing it with her and like opening up and saying, okay, it's not common sense to want to feel this way. And I was telling her my goal is to roll with the punches and understand I'm not gonna be perfect. Like right now when I paused the video, I went to have like a falafel and a half, which is something I don't usually eat. It's beans. And I had 2 chicken wings. I just bolused right after I took 1 unit. And you know, I've already have IOB on board. I'm hungry, whatever. I was like, those are the kind of examples I want to do where I don't have to make that a bad day and come back, not work out, do like whatever. Just like enjoy it, you know, like it's fine, it's food. I'm not going to be perfect. And I'm not saying I'm going to go eat donuts and laugh and smile. I'm going to still continue my progress and my goal to hit, you know, low 5s, A1C, really stable control. I'm going to have bad days, you know, get really lean, all that good stuff. It can happen, and I need to remind myself all this stuff. Number 6, now I'm sticking on really subject, expecting perfection. I have a big should, must, and a high standard about myself, which is okay, but at the same time, there's a difference between having a high standard and then beating yourself up emotionally, physically almost, because you didn't stand up to a standard, and being that, you know, I'm brown, I'm from Iraq. The way you're raised is very strict, and like, you should do this, you're gonna do this, and you have high expectations of your parents. And I felt like I've always had that mentality. I thought it was a good thing, but sometimes it can hinder us, and we need to learn, you know, as stuff that's hurt us as children, and we've grown with it into our adulthood, that can affect us into diabetes and the workforce, whatever. Emotional reasoning. This is probably the last one I'm talking to you guys about, but it's basically assuming that because we feel a certain way that it must be true. And you know, when I do feel upset about my diabetes or whatever, I call myself a failure, or I feel like I need to binge eat, or I feel like it's not right. And some of that is I'm trying to, like, we basically gonna have a chart next week, and I'm gonna show it to you guys hopefully. And it comes down to me, I feel like I lack a lot of self-love, and that comes into how I view myself and how I deal with my pain, or how I view certain numbers about my diabetes, or how I manage, or how I eat, or how I view myself. There's a low amount of self-love, and it's hard to succeed when you have that. You need to be like really comfortable in your skin and confident. And as much as I vlog on here and look very excited and whatnot, I have a lot of self-love issues, and I love telling you guys that, because don't let the person behind the screen seem like everything's perfect. I got a lot to work on, and it's exciting. It's just work. So that being said, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching this. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Drop a comment if you did enjoy it. This is probably gonna be on the podcast too. Stay tuned on the Diabetes Hustle podcast. I'm trying to get some good momentum, interviewing guest, and other things to come forth. I will see you soon. Diabetes Daily Hustle.